Good morning, everyone. I am on my way out of town this morning. Just a solo trip with myself in the vehicle. Well, not a completely solo trip. I'm meeting up with one of my friends. His name's Hawken. He drives a big Jeep Gladiator, but Allison's not with me today. We're going to explore some places here in southern Alberta. I'm driving the Tacoma today because the Troopy is still in the garage under construction. And yeah, so come along with me as I bring you guys through southern Alberta. So we'll see what we can find. The mission of this trip is to explore an abandoned border crossing between British Columbia and Montana. We will be traveling south, primarily through Alberta, then crossing into BC, bound for the Canada-US border. On this trip, we are expecting to encounter a multitude of unpredictable weather patterns, remote terrain, steep elevation changes, and an endless network of some of Canada's harshest but most scenic Forest Service roads. It's great to be traveling in the Tacoma again while the Troopy is out of commission, as we outfit it for a few big trips coming up in the new year. Something about this old truck makes you feel right at home while you're on the dirt.
We're going to camp up high on one of those spots where the mountains are and you're kind of overlooking the prairie.
Oh yeah.
So it's not going to be like, and there's little roads that kind of track you. Back on the quad.
Yeah, this would be a great area for a quad.
Even just
Yeah, I'm guessing you could probably get pretty far that way. A quick, easy turkey sandwich is prepared for lunch, then it's right back on the trail for more scenic views. We like to stick to simple, painless meals for lunch and are always looking for more ideas on what to bring. We want to know, what are some easy meals you like to bring on the trail? It's getting late in the day, and soon enough, we've found a great spot to set up camp and call home for the night.
It's not bad. Yeah. I mean, it's different than climbing up the forest.
some of the camp spots we go to, they're just like clean picked of all the like fire starting stuff.
Yeah.
There's something magical about the quiet stillness of the morning, an abundance of potential for the day ahead. We break camp early in anticipation for a long day on the trail. Morning, guys. We're just rolling out of camp here in Livingstone, one of Alberta's southern PLUZs. We had a great night at camp last night. It rained for a few minutes, about an hour after we rolled in, and then it cleared up overnight, so that was nice. Made some breakfast this morning, and now, today, we are on our way south, further south, to Waterton. We're gonna make it pretty close to Waterton, probably late this afternoon, and then from there we're going to make our way to either today or tomorrow. There's this remote border crossing. That's what it looks like on a map. It looks like a remote border crossing into Montana. Now, we're not going to go cross the border into the US, but we're going to get as close as we can to that border crossing. It's not one that you would normally see on a highway. You have to take a dirt road in, dirt road out to get to this. So we're just gonna go kind of explore southern Alberta here, see what we can find. So yeah, why don't you come along with us today? We make several stops along the route, seeing and exploring as much of this awesome landscape as possible with the time that we have. Hey guys, just stopped to check out this awesome view here in front of me. Man, we got a little lake, we got this giant mountain. I gotta double check the name of this mountain there, because it looks like a big, Hawken was saying, looks like the Toblerone logo. It looks like you could just break it off and eat the piece of chocolate. It's a gorgeous day today. It's great to be out here, loving it. Our destination tonight is a remote campsite nestled along Foisey Creek on the other side of this mountain range. We jump back on the highway for a brief moment, then it's back to airing the tires down for more service road miles. It's been getting colder and colder at night with each day that passes. Fall in the Rockies doesn't last long, and within a few short weeks, this whole area will be covered in several feet of snow until spring rolls around 6 months from now. Morning, guys. So it's another day on the trail here. Again, we had an awesome night at camp last night, parked up by that river there. We are in British Columbia now. We crossed over yesterday evening on that trail, so we woke up in BC this morning, and today we are going to make our way to that remote border crossing that I was talking about earlier. So we're just on a service road right now. Man, the fall colors are really in full effect around here. It's amazing. I think today is September 16th or 17th, and yeah, all these yellows and oranges and some reds are coming through, so it's going to be a good day on the trail. And yeah, let's get to that remote border crossing and then have another night at camp tonight, and I think that'll wrap up our trip. Alright guys, so we're coming up on the border here. We're actually going to the border twice today. The first time, right now, we're going to see the cut line. There's a big cut line between the US and Canada, obviously, and a couple of marking posts along the cut line as well. So you can just go right up to it and take a good look, and it's just a clear cut line straight across the border, marking the two countries. So that'll be fun. And then after that, we're going to backtrack here a couple kilometers because we've been on this service road for quite some time now. We're going to backtrack and then go to the remote border post like we had chatted about earlier. We park the vehicles and continue the rest of the way on foot. We're finally within a few meters of the border. I've been wanting to see this cut line for a while now. Actually being there topped all of my expectations. It made me realize just how big of a project it must have been to create. The line is painstakingly maintained every 6 years with grueling hours of exhausting manual labor. We backtrack several kilometers from the cut line and find ourselves on a single-lane dirt track heading back towards the border. This time, not only visiting the cut line, but also visiting an abandoned post on the Canadian border. The story behind this place is unclear, and we're not sure when the last time it was operational. We speculate it was once used for logging operations many years ago for truck drivers to easily access the border in this remote area. We have no proof of this idea other than the vast infrastructure of old logging roads and trails all throughout this region.
Alright, we just made it to this remote border crossing here and found another one of these markers. Not sure exactly what it's called, but yeah, the second one today.
Also, I'm sure like it's out here and we're on AD.
CAN.
I never noticed that. Need a bullet hole in here?
We leave the abandoned border post late in the afternoon with more unanswered questions than we came with. With little information to be found, we may never know the full story behind this place. As the shadows grow longer, our thoughts shift towards finding a camp for the night, and I've got a good one in mind just an hour away. If you are someone who enjoys the videos we produce and are interested in supporting us further, please check us out on Patreon. We've come up with some awesome membership benefits and are so excited to share them with you. I've left the link in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.